What's going on, everybody? Tyson from VS Card Hub coming back in, and today we're doing a little Panini baseball. So we're in the postseason of MLB. You know, the wild card round is over. People are going on to the division series and everything. Things are looking pretty good out there. We've not ripped any Topps Chrome in a while. I've actually looked at almost going back to Series 1 and Series 2 for 2025 stuff just to open up some baseball. But Topps Chrome is still way overpriced depending on where you get it from. Some of the online retailers are coming down in price. You can now get blasters for around $33 to $34. And I think like $57 for the megas if you buy them by the case, just because the online distributors are just blowing those things out. So, wanted to rip some baseball. I've got some Prism on the way, but I also grabbed some Panini Crusade. So this is the Crusade premium box. So usually if you see them in the stores, you're going to see the Crusade mega boxes. This is the premium box. This is actually from Target. So I have not seen these in stores. I think you can only get them online, but it's basically their version of the hobby box. So 96 cards per box compared to the mega box, which I think has like 60 or something, 60 or 70 cards per box, maybe a little bit less than that. I think maybe like half of that. I could be wrong, probably around 50, 60. Yeah, the mega box only have, I think, 6 cards per pack and 8 packs per box, something like that. So this one is a step up. This is 96 cards per box, 8 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. So it's basically a mini hobby box. 3 autographs, or that's where they get you, is that or memorabilia cards per box. We did see that when I opened up the Donruss stuff, is we did get that or in there. And we got, I think we got 2 Donruss boxes. We got 3 memorabilia cards and 1 autograph, which kind of sucked, but you know, it is what it is. Cool thing is though, you can get 1-of-1s just like Donruss. A lot of 1-of-1s out of here. Ton of 1-of-1s. Where is it at? Yeah, the Crusades look super cool. I have seen some of these opened up. The Crusades look super cool in here. That's kind of what you're gonna be looking for, as well as a lot of your autographs. You can get some decent autographs out of here. Let's see, like Aaron Judge does sign in here. Griffey signs in here. You can get definitely some good vet autos. Due to the licensing, the Players Association licensing for MLB, there are a lot of names that are absent from this. So guys like Shohei Ohtani, Cal Raleigh, Nick Kurtz, those guys, you're not going to find them in here. You can find guys like Aaron Judge, I believe Bobby Witt Jr. is in here. Pete Grohl Armstrong is not in here. Jacob Mizorowski, he's in here. Tariq Skubal, he's not in here. So you're going to be, it's kind of a trade-off. Just because it is unlicensed, there are a lot of guys that you are not going to find in here. I did this last time with the, here we go. Yep, premium boxes, open from the top. But yeah, so there are going to be players that you're going to find that are not in here just because of the Players Association licensing, holding the rights to some of these players. It is what it is. It's unlicensed. Yep, there's our Crusade inserts. Looking for the Mojos. Ultra rare nightcap insert. So let's dive into it. I thought this would be kind of fun. I've been looking at these for a while. Haven't actually opened any, but I have watched folks open them. And I think overall for an unlicensed card, they actually don't look too terrible, really. And for the value, I mean, $100 for what's essentially a hobby box with more, more autographs and stuff than you're going to get in a Topps box. I'd say it's not bad just to try it out. So Ethan Holiday, you are going to get some guys that are still in college, high school, NIL guys. But there's your design of the base card. It's kind of a cool background if you're into like the Knights, Renaissance Fair. Actually cool stuff. I'm going to do some flipping around here. That's Bryce McCage. Kind of hard to see. Unless you catch that light right, it's kind of hard to see the names on some of these. Oof. I'm not going to like having to flip these around. Trevor Hoffman. And there we go. Like I said, Bobby Witt Jr. So that is a gold foil. I don't know if it's not numbered, but there's Bobby Witt Jr. with the gold foil. And we've got Call to Arms, Roberto Clemente. That's actually a pretty cool card. So Call to Arms, that is not numbered. And we've got a Brody Brett. It's again not numbered, but on a nice little blue prism. Pretty cool there. So yeah, there's our cards. Cool designs. You know, not terrible cards. Gonna sleeve up some of the shiny ones. It is paper stock, so your base cards, they are the paper stock. The inserts there, those are a thicker chromium stock, so it's more like a Prism, Phoenix, something like that. Starting out with Michael Young, Carson Benj, Reggie Jackson. That Tink Hensey, Tony. There's a little Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders on the gold foil, not terrible. Bubba Chandler on the Crusade, and Colson Montgomery on the Mojo. Not numbered. So the inserts actually look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Up close, they look pretty good. The other nice thing that Panini does is the pictures that they use. They actually take good action shots where you don't have to worry too much about the logos not being there, because obviously, being unlicensed, you're not gonna have logos on this stuff. So some people, it does bother some folks. We got a purple in the back there. It does bother some folks in there. Monty Irvin, Thomas White, Go Griff, Leo DeVry on the gold. There's a heating up rookie of Kumar Rocker. Nice one there. Nice little juggernauts of Kevin Alcantara. Ooh, that one is numbered. 84 of 99 juggernauts. And Theo Guillen on the purple. Also numbered. Is that 71 of 99. So 2 numbered cards in one pack. I'll absolutely take those. Nice little rookie card. A couple rookie cards in there. The heating up. That one is not numbered. So nice little pile of inserts so far. Let me get a lot of packs out of here. Like I said, 12 packs. So no autos yet. So it looks like pretty much the back, what, 3 cards, 2 to 3 cards are base cards as well. So Jordan Lawler, Bryce Matthews, Darren Baker. Trying to catch the light on these just right. Alder, Trey Morgan, Ian Kinsler on the gold, and Vladimir Guerrero. Nice little throwback there. Spirit of the Game insert. And PJ Morlando. Looks like possibly a prospect there. So yeah, just like the Donners we opened up, we are going to get prospects out of here. So prepare yourself for that. You are going to get some prospects. So far, overall, pretty cool cards. I might be tempted to try out some mega boxes as well. Kalen Culpepper. Arjun Namala. Thomas Sagisi. J.D. Dix. Cooper Pratt. Gold foil of Braden Montgomery, and a heating up there of Zaire Hope. Very nice, out of 49. And Levi Sterling on the Mojo. Absolutely take the Zaire Hope there. So this one, he's not marked as, because he is still a prospect. So it's not marked as a rookie card. Very nice. Now the Brewers have a very nice up-and-coming prospect. Their minor system, all their prospects looking super good coming up. Hurd. Another Pedro Martinez. Chris Cortez. Kobe Mayo on the gold. And what is that? Chris Cortez, numbered to 199. A base there on the gold. And JD Dix again. So it almost looked pretty much, oh, I guess the background is a little bit different. I'm going to say it looked almost the same. It kind of threw me off here because both of these have the gold, kind of the gold foil there. Kind of see it in the light. Kind of both have the gold foil. This one's numbered though. This one is not. I assume it's just the background coloring is a little bit different. So normally it's just that silver color. This one actually has blue. So that's your, kind of tell you that you got something a little bit different there. So I got to go take a look. Make sure I didn't. Yeah, all silver background. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anything. Still no autographs. No autographs or memorabilia cards. So we still have 3 out there hiding somewhere. There's a Kobe Mayo. Got another Deion Sanders. Morales, Drew Thorpe on the gold. There's another numbered Mason Wynn at a 299, 260 of 299. Rhett Lauder on the rookie. And Ian Kinsler. Kind of curious to see if I can pull a nice Frank Thomas out of here. As far as baseball players, I do PC the A's, and Frank Thomas is probably one of my big, Frank Thomas and Ichiro. Frank Thomas is probably the big PC that I have. I've been collecting Frank Thomas cards since I was a little kid. I've got a massive, massive box of Frank Thomas stuff. Frank Thomas is in here, but only on the base cards. He does not have any inserts. So you are going to find some older guys. We already seen, Roberto Clemente. We've seen Deion Sanders go by. So there are some of the older guys there. There's Dylan Cruz. Nice little rookie there. And there's Ken Griffey Jr. Owen Hall on the gold. Ooh, Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell on the pastime insert. Very nice. Call to arms, Paul Skeens. And a second Paul Skeens on the Mojo. So double Paul Skeens pack and an autograph. It's a shame what the Pirates are doing to Skeens. Like, Pirates are just not a solid team. And Skeens is going out there just wrecking shop. Like, that dude is just unstoppable. But the Pirates themselves, man, they're scoring like he can go out there and strike out, 8-10 guys, and the Pirates lose, and he gets a loss because the Pirates can't even score any runs. It's kind of crazy how the Pirates are just kind of just tanking Skeens' initial years in the league. Hope to see him go on and do bigger and better things. There's Evan Carter. That's Spencer Jones, Brooks Lee, Kamar Rocker on the rookie. Ryan Sloan. There's Cliff Lee again. We've seen him already. And number to 99, Chris Cortez. And Yadier Molina. Some of these inserts are actually pretty cool. The parallels, they're actually super cool looking. So these they don't have like a mojo, but it's a cool, it's actually like an etched design. So it's actually a, you can feel it on the card. It's actually pretty cool. Some solid cards. I mean, got a nice little insert and parallel pile going. Still have 2 autographs and or 2 memorabilia cards out there. And I got at least 1 memorabilia card. That last pack is super fat. Looks like something could be kind of interesting. There are Aaron Judge autographs in here. I do know that. I looked at the checklist. There are Aaron Judge autographs, but there's only I think like maybe some base autographs and then like super low numbered. Like he does not have a lot of autographs in here. So there's a lot of different tiers of the parallels, the different numbered stuff you can get. There's Greg Maddux, oh, little Will Clark. That's kind of a cool card. And Juggernauts of Travis Bazzana. And Perennial Antonio Anderson autograph. So I believe this is, yeah, I believe he is a prospect. I think that's like the perennial prospects. That's a cool card. Jimmy Fox, Crusade numbers. A little something on the back right by that F on first base. Almost like a little hair in there or something. Weird. That's a cool card though. Jimmy Fox. That's actually pretty cool. And this should be, I believe this was the, because there's the perennial signatures and there's the perennial prospects. And I believe this is a perennial prospects card. Not numbered. Nice little Antonio Anderson autograph. All right, 2 packs left. Like I said, this last pack, super fat. So unless we get a bonus autograph or a bonus memorabilia, that may be our final big hit of the box. And Johnny Bench, Charlie Condon, Earl Weaver. There's Bobby Miller, Manny Ramirez, and Thomas White on the gold. There's Tommy White for the A's. There we go. And Nick Kurtz. So Nick Kurtz does have some inserts in here, because I did not see him on the main checklist for base cards. So it looks like he must have inserts. All right. So Nick Kurtz is in here, but he is not on the base checklist. So he does not have base cards in here. Unless Beckett showed me the wrong checklist. We'll take that though. Nice little Nick Kurtz. This is like an A's hot pack. So, final pack. This one's fat. That'd be kind of cool to have like an RPA or something in here. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, that's a thick card back there. There we go. Whitey Ford. Jack Morris. Starting out with some legends in here. You go Tommy White. Connor Griffin. Jim Catt. What is that? Colin Houck. I believe he's a prospect, if I'm not mistaken. And Brandon Sproat to 299. That's 235 to 299. Not a bad one. And our final card, Tools of the Trade, Cooper Pratt for Milwaukee. That is a thick card. Milwaukee prospect. So Cooper Pratt, so he is a prospect for Milwaukee. There you go. It tells you on the back there. Very nice. So that's our final card. So we got 2 autographs and 1 memorabilia card. We got some thick sleeves here somewhere for this. There we go. All right, and we'll sleeve this last one up. So overall, not a bad box. I mean, for $100, like I said, this was $100 at Target. This was the premium box. You can get the Megas for between $50 and $60. The Megas only have 1 autograph. Basically, for double what you're going to pay for the Megas, you get twice as many cards, and you get an extra autograph or memorabilia card. Like I said, the Megas come with 1 autograph. These come with 3 autographs or memorabilia cards. So you kind of trade off. You get 1 bonus, but they could be just your patch cards. But overall, like, you know, our parallel and insert pile, not bad. Because this is pretty much all parallels, inserts, numbered cards. Some pretty solid ones. Could be Mayo there. That's a nice one. The Zaire Hope numbered. Levi Sterling. Kevin Alcantara numbered, Theo Guillen numbered. Pretty good. I can't complain too much. Got a couple Paul Skeens cards in there. Overall, I'd say for $100, if you want to rip some baseball, you don't want to pay the Topps Chrome prices. You can either go for like a Series 1 or Series 2 hobby box, which are usually about $125 or something, or you pick one of these up off of Target for $100. And overall, not bad as long as you don't mind the unlicensed stuff. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. Good, bad, indifferent, otherwise. Would you rip any of this? Might you rip any of this? Have you ripped any of it? Tell me about it. Appreciate you hanging out. If you're interested in any of these singles, make sure you check out the eBay link down below. A lot of these will end up down the eBay shop here shortly. Appreciate y'all hanging out, and I will catch y'all next time.